Yo! How's it going, everyone? It's that time once again. We are back. The early Dokkan stream. Today is the day. New content for Global, finally, after what feels like over a full week of wandering in the desert with the tumbleweeds. New content coming today, and lots of it. The Ginyu Force banner, new Red Zone stages, physical Goku Black Super EZA. All of that comes out today. I think, according to the news, there's like new missions for the Frieza event. Like, they literally just dropped everything today, which, as we've said many times in the past, I really wish that they would not do it like that, right? We've had nothing to do for basically like a week. If they were going to add new events, like, let's say, I mean, I guess the missions are potentially related to the Ginyu Force. I'm not sure what the missions are, but like, if they're adding new missions to the Frieza event, why didn't they just add those like 2 days ago or something? So there was something else to do, you know. I'm just trying to find where's the Dokkan Awakening medals. I was pre-farming some of the medals last night for the Ginyu Force. I don't think I got all of them. No, I've accidentally clicked on the wrong one anyway. Because yeah, I think there's 32 there, so you need. It's 35 and then, well, it's 21 and then 35, I think. But yeah, how's everybody doing today? Yeah, Anto, that high school Gohan EZA. I mean, I feel like they did hold back on him a little bit, but a support unit that has damage reduction and is on a bunch of good teams is pretty good. So. Niska featured and Endgamer, how's it going over on the Twitch side? Yeah, content dumping on Thursday. And it's just like, just spread it out. I don't understand why. I mean, obviously for a lot of people it doesn't matter. Like, for a large majority of the player base, it doesn't really matter because people will play it like a little bit every day, and then when new stuff comes out, like, there are people who just, it doesn't matter. They won't do all of it today anyway, so they'll have content to do for like the next few days. But definitely from a selfish standpoint, like as a content creator, when they drop like 50 things on one day, it's like, well, now what do I do? Because I'm not going to do 50 videos today and then have nothing to do videos on for the next like week. So you basically have to decide, like, well, what's most important to get put out first and all that kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, we're here for the stream. We're going to summon. We're going to do all the events. We're going to get a bunch of stuff done. We're going to do the 55% showcase for the Ginyu Force. We'll do the EZA, Super EZA for Goku Black, and do the EZA showcase for him. There's a ton of stuff to do. And obviously, the thing we were talking about in the chat a little bit before, just when I was getting set up to start. But we got the celebration info come out last night. Well, last night for me anyway. So we've got the summon banner for the Ginyu Force and the ticket pack, which you obviously knew about because it was in the data download. The quest stages it mentions, even though that came out yesterday. Now, this is what those Extreme Z tickets are for. So this is interesting because obviously I don't think JP got a banner that had Goku Black and then some other units on, and then obviously a banner that had Tech Gotenks, Int Gotenks, and the other sub EZAs from the Topo celebration, and they were two of those like new style of banner that JP are doing. Like, when that appears in the news, that basically lets us know that like a Super EZA is coming. But for global, they're putting them both together on one like EZA banner, which is interesting. So there'll be tickets for this. I mean, I guess if you're someone who spends money on the game and you don't have physical Goku Black or Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, then I mean the tickets might not necessarily be the worst idea. But yeah, that's an interesting one. And then yeah, a growth campaign for the Ginyu Force. I don't know if it'll be another one of those things where there'll be a bunch of missions for like awakening the characters that probably won't be retroactive, so you'd have to do it all over again, which hopefully is not the case. Then we've got, yeah, Goku Black Super EZA, that's today. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks Super EZA is next week, so Wednesday morning. The Resurrection of F Story event, I thought that was coming out straight away. That doesn't come out until next Wednesday with the Gotenks Super EZA. Same with the Ultimate Gohan Burst Mode. Then we got the new stages of the Red Zone, 2 stages coming out today, which is Z Broly and Bio Broly, and then they have actually got the date in here. Stage 5, which is Harudagan, comes out on Friday the 28th. which is weird because that's next week, right? So they're dropping a Super EZA and a Burst Mode and stuff on Wednesday, but then they're going to drop a new Red Zone stage on Friday, which is also going to be when something else happens. I don't know why they would do that on the Friday. Yeah, new missions for the Freezer event from today. Obviously a banner for the reopening of the normal EZA for Goku Black. They're going to be featured on Ginyu's banner, so their event is open. A bunch of other random events, including free-to-play events. I don't know why the Super Strike for Trunks is available daily. I don't know what that has to do with anything. And then, yeah, the Gotenks normal EZA will be back for the same time as the Super EZA. A bunch of other stuff. And then, yeah, Petan Battle comes back on Friday the 28th, next Friday. And the World Tournament. So even though it wasn't updated in the data download with the dates for the EZAs and everything, it's now here in the news. So next Friday is the World Tournament. So as I think it was Aaron mentioned in the chat, we will indeed be doing another big World Tournament weekend thing, which it's been a while since the last World Tournament. So that will be next weekend. And then, yeah, there's also a new stage of Super Battle Road and a new stage of Extreme Super Battle Road, which is interesting. Like, again, that we talk about how they keep dropping stuff like all at the same time, but they're going to drop 2 new Red Zone stages. And what was the other thing I said? That was on the 28th. It was 2 new Red Zone stages. Why does it keep going all the way back down to the bottom? Super annoying. 2 new Red Zone stages, and then it was past all this other... I don't care about all these random Dokkan events returning. Not the Red Zone. Oh yeah, the Harudagan. Yeah, the Harudagan Red Zone. So 2 new Super Battle Road stages and the Harudagan Red Zone that are going to drop on the day the World Tournament starts. At the same time the World Tournament starts, which is 7:30 in the morning. So it's like they're dropping the EZAs and stuff, and like the Super EZA for Gotenks and the Burst Mode on the Wednesday. Why don't they drop like the new Red Zone stage and the Super Battle Road stages on the Thursday, and then have the World Tournament start on Friday? But that would make too much sense. So obviously Dokkan is not doing that. Oh right, yeah, I didn't actually. Let me retweet the We Are Live thing. So I'm going to put the second channel link in the chat. I'm going to put the I'm going to word the thing post differently this time because we are. Tonight is the night the Elden Ring DLC comes out. So we will be getting on that. So let's retweet this. So. I was watching someone on JP Summon and got 3 Bojacks and 1 Ribrienne on 1 multi. What, from Cell Max? Or that's crazy. It's not really what you want to see, is it? Right, let's copy that. So the question is anyone else actually summoning? The Elden Ring DLC tonight on the second channel. Yeah, Still Wakes the Deep I think was really good. I quite enjoyed it. From what we checked in terms, Little Blue checked how long it potentially is for the one playthrough. So when we get a chance to do another stream, we potentially will be able to finish it. Like it'll just be like a 2-part kind of thing. Oh, I just put that in the. I meant to put that in the restream thing so it goes on both. But yeah, make sure you guys hit that like button. I mean, the thing is for me, for Ginyu, as we've already said in the videos and everything, they're not exactly in a great place on global when it comes to how viable they're going to be and how good the team is going to be. So it's one of those things where I really don't want to go like absolutely crazy summoning for them. So we will see how it goes. I'm going to get the ticket pack because they'll have the ticket packs, probably 2 in again, like they did for Ultimate Gohan. And for those of you that were here for the summon stream back then, like I got incredibly lucky on Ultimate Gohan's banner. So if we get that kind of luck again, that'd be great. Otherwise, I'm not going to go too crazy. With it being this close to the anniversary, it seems a bit much to summon for a unit that's also not going to be particularly great on global currently. Because it's like 6 days from now we'll get the Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks EZA, which is a nice little buff to the team. But like, special pose team on global is gonna have to be what, like, it'd have to be like Int Gotenks lead, which is fine because Int Gotenks is good. And then, like, I guess you would run the Ribrian trio potentially. I guess you could run, like, I'm trying to think if there's any other Gotenkses that are really even that good. Like the physical banner unit Gotenks, but then you have got 3 base Gotenkses on the team if you do that. But yeah, like the special post team is just not good. Thoughts on Cell Max? I haven't really seen a huge amount. I saw the start of like I think it was Dokkan World's like Rainbow Showcase or something. It's like turn 1, first turn start of turn, he has like 550k defense with 30% damage reduction, which, considering the kind of damage that events do in phase 1, that's already pretty ridiculous. Like 3k stones saved up so far. Yeah, nice. That's very good for an anniversary fund. But yes, I would not recommend anybody summon on the Ginyu Force banner. The key thing is, we can say everything we want about like what the team's going to look like on global currently and all that kind of stuff, but at the end of the day, the biggest thing is to remember that the anniversary is going to start in like 2 weeks, or just a little over. But every multi that you do on the Ginyu Force banner is a multi that you can't do on the anniversary banners. And all of the headliners for the anniversary, all 4 of the main new units, are all better than the Ginyu Force. So, but Buhan over Broly, interesting. I can kind of see it because of like how Super Bosses is now, with like a whole bunch of characters that have big bad bosses. Like, if you, the best Super Bosses team as of right now, until they change the domain stuff potentially, the best the best Super Bosses team currently probably doesn't actually have Broly on it. It's probably like double Rose leads, and then like Cell Max, physical Goku Black, actually, because, well, Wuhan, yeah, you can't run them like that, can you? I guess Tech Zamasu build, where you could, because then you can run because of Worldwide Chaos. But then can you run, what's his other leader skill? Can you run Cell Max on Zamasu's leader skill? But yeah, I know Broly is good. Like, as I've said before, like, Broly is the unit I want the most from the anniversary. But no, you can't run Cell Max on Zamasu's leader skill. So, see, I don't know. Have him as leader of a Cell Max friend. Yeah, if you don't have Cell Max, that's definitely a good way of doing it. Because even though he's only a yellow coin LR with the 150 lead, with Broly having the 200% lead, and then how good some of the other units are on that team, I imagine that Cell Max is more than good enough with only the 150 lead. It's fine. Oh yeah, of course, he's on his 150, yeah, because all extreme characters are on Zamasu's leader skill. I forget. That is true. So yeah, you can run Cell Max on the Zamasu build. It just means if you're running double Zamasu, he's just getting 250% leads. But, I mean, he's good enough that probably doesn't even matter. That'd be an interesting setup to see, actually. I don't know if anyone's done a showcase of him on Zamasu's team, but, like, when he's fully built up, like, after he's taken all of his hits, I wonder what his defense is on a double 150 team. Like, not on the active skill turn, obviously, because the active skill turn is absolutely ridiculous, where he gets, like, 999% defense. Which is actually insane. Because even on, like, turn 1, if he had 500k defense, and you used his active skill, which I know you can't on turn 1 anyway, but If he used it on turn 1, he would immediately go to having 5.5 million defense, which is already basically at the point where almost nothing in the game can actually do damage to him. The only thing that would do damage to him at that point would be like the Golden Freezer Red Zone countdown, and I think that does like 8 mil. But you literally can't have that happen to you in like the first turn. So that active skill turn is literally invincible, which is crazy. Team I plan on using is Double Broly, Leeds, Selmax, LR Texamasu, STR Hit, Harudagan, if I get Physical Rose. The only problem is if you have STR Hit, I get the idea that he's there for like giving Selmax even more crazy support, but you won't have the STR units on the team, which means you won't have guard, which could be a little bit risky. You have the extreme units on the team, so it'll have the thing where if you drop to half health, he changes the entire field of orbs, which is super useful. But yeah, Fatboy's OST sounds like music from Super Mario. It kind of does a little bit. Yeah, God Topo. That's the thing. If we had... This is why it's such a weird order for them to release it like this. Oh, of course, we got the power level bonus on the last run, where we don't need those extra 7 medals. Of course, it always happens that way. But yeah, you kind of... Ideally, to run the 50% supports, you want a lot of the same typing, like STR characters for Hit, for example, because that guard in the first couple of turns can make a huge difference. I mean, Hit and Kaba are 2 of the best ones in terms of their super attack effects and stuff, so as long as you get lucky with Hit, he could still be okay, because he does stack defense as well. But right, there's also, is it like some Gohan story medals that you need? I'm trying to remember. You get them from, is it a Namek? Is it become a DB story event now? The Ginyu banner comes out in 13 minutes, along with everything else. All the stuff that's all coming out all at the same time. Yeah, is it a DB story event now? It's like that free-to-play STR Kid Gohan from Namek. Yeah, hit himself counts. So I think, well, actually, I think it says other in the passive. It's like 3 other units. Is it this one? Yeah, it's those medals of Gohan in the little school uniform thing. So stage 7. I think it's like 7 of those he needs or something. What's the effect? Rapid growth. These guys aren't going to all fit on a rapid growth team, are they? But you give it a Super AGL your full leader skill, so that's everyone except Piccolo. Not that it particularly matters with an event like this, which will be super easy anyway.
All right, let's do this.
Favorite Ginyu Force member? I mean, it's probably Raccoon, but I think I said before, it's just because of TFS, because of the fact that they make him basically like a pro wrestler. I could see them putting Topo in the countdown for the anniversary. Yeah, that'd be interesting. Because, I mean, the countdown celebration doesn't really have anything. I looked it up on JP, like looked up the timeline and everything on the wiki. And it's like the STR UI Goku EZA, and then they had that like speed battle event thing. And that's it. So it's basically just that 1 week, and every day we get the new loading screen where it's like 6 days to go, 5 days to go, and then like, but there's not really much else to do. Oh, nice. I must have already had some. Because I'm pretty sure you only need 7. Let me double check now on the actual... let's check on the wiki what medals we actually need. Alright, yeah, the wiki page. It's annoying when that happens. When it comes out global, they like have translated the name of the unit differently. So when you try and go back to the page, like it's changed because they've renamed it. Right, so to go from the TUR to LR, it's 35 Ginyu medals, which I've got 14 transforming Goku, 14 transforming Frieza. I've got those. Did those last night. And then, yeah, the first one is 21 Ginyu medals and 7 of those Gohan medals, yeah. So we've got all the medals that we need now already. Yeah, the banner's in 10 minutes time. All the content is in 10 minutes. Everything. There's so much all coming out in 10 minutes time. Yeah, we've got a burst mode coming up. But yeah, the way they spread out content at the moment is very weird. I will say this forever. It seems like it's something I say all the time, but it is just very true. That, like, why drop, like, 10 things all on the same day when we've had no content for the last, like, week? You know? It's just like, why not drop, like, 1 or 2 things every day instead of dropping 10 things on one day? But... maybe with Cell Max being this good, there's better hope for the non-existent LR Kid Buu. I mean, this is the thing, right? This is... the Cell Max is perfect proof, like Bulma was when she came out. When people say, like, oh, I don't want this character to be a yellow coin LR. I want them LR or a carnival LR because I want them to be good. And then it's like, now I could just be like, well, look at Cell Max. He's a yellow coin LR. And there's people... there are some people saying that he's, like, contention for best unit in the game. But... and Bulma was basically the best unit in the game when she came out. So every now and then, just because a unit is a yellow coin LR doesn't mean they can't be insanely good. Physical Goku Black at 79%. What did I do with my... because we did talk about Cell Max's build back when... not Cell Max. Goku Black when the Super EZA details came out on JP. I think we're literally on stream and then did it. I like to save these runs when a new unit comes out to just do them with the new character because you do get the increased link level chance. But 16 runs left to complete that mission. So 8 days including today. We'll have that Roshi mission finished. Yeah, 999% defense on Super is pretty crazy on active skill. It makes it so that he is invincible. Like in that, on the turn where he uses his active skill, he's like the best defensive unit in the game, essentially. Because nothing can do any damage to him. Like an enemy could be doing a like 15 million attack super and it won't do damage to him. Which is ridiculous to think about. Because like I'm trying to think, what would that be like if an enemy was doing a 15 million super, even characters that have like 90% damage reduction, that would still be 1.5 million, so you'd still die. Like if a character had 500k defense and 90% damage reduction, they would still die to 15 million attack stats, which obviously, because 15 million is ridiculous. But on his active skill turn, a Rainbow Cell Max would survive a 15 million super attack, which is
let's do this.
Insane. Yeah, World Tournament next weekend. Finally been announced. So we're going to get the STR High School Gohan EZA, the Tech Mr. Buu EZA, which will be really good for the Martian Power team. I think it's really those two that are the only ones that are actually that good, but... yeah, because he has 30% damage reduction as well. So even, like, I've seen screenshots on the active skill turn of, like, a Rainbow one where he has, like, 17 million defense. So let's say it was 25 million. Minus 30% for his damage reduction. That'd be 17.5. So if he had 17.5 million defense, he would take 0 damage from a 25 million attack super, which is insane. Like I say, on that active skill turn, he just is invincible, which is crazy. I mean, it's one turn out of the whole event, but I mean, defensively he's very good anyway. But yeah, that one turn, he's just absolutely insane. Alright, make sure you guys hit that like button. Shout out to everyone who is here. The banner is out in 5 minutes. There you go, we got some link levels for one of the other dudes. So there's only Ginyu needs one more link to go up. And Goku needs 2. We're going to do that other stage a bunch of times. Yeah, 999% attack active skill. I mean, that would literally just be like active skill that means you just one-shot the boss. So I don't know if they would ever do that, because you just save it for the last phase and then use it and win. So I'm not sure if that is... I don't know if they would ever go that far. Be kind of funny, but... Oh, I did doing that Whis run. Took me to exactly 0 stamina. I didn't even realise. Yeah, I managed to finish getting the AGL Bardock EZA done up to stage 100 last night before it went away. Oh yeah, that's it. We were talking about the Goku Black build. What did I do for mine in the end? Oh yeah, I haven't like changed his potential with any or like things. I just did his skill orbs. So I don't think he had skill orbs before. I don't think you really need to give him much crit, because he builds up crit by getting hit. He greatly lowers attack, which is an ability that is becoming more relevant again now when they're making some of these harder bosses actually be able to be attack lowered. So doing an additional super would be good. Dodge is useful for the turns where you don't get a lot of orbs, because on the turns where he does get a lot of orbs, he's going to be really good anyway defensively, so it's not like he needs dodge. But then on the turns where you get bad luck with like the orb changing and stuff and he doesn't get a lot of orbs, then having the dodge as like a backup is kind of good. So, but yeah, the fact that he, as well, remember of course that he is better on global. He's got slightly higher stats, so yeah, I'm surprised he's one of the units from back in the day. I guess it was before I started giving all of my units 3 dodge. He doesn't have any dodge in the actual hidden potential. All of his dodge comes from the skill orbs. Hey Raldo, how's it going? Yeah, 2 minutes, banner drops, ticket packs, all that kind of stuff. New sales as well. Hey, shout out to Skipper for the follow over on the Twitch side. I appreciate you. Make sure you guys hit that like button. The banner drops in 2 minutes. We have over 100 people in the stream. How close can we get to 100 likes before the banner drops? We got almost 140 people and 40 likes. So there are almost 100 people in the stream right now that have not hit the like button. Go ahead and do that. See if we can get there. It's just changed to 7:29. So you've got 1 minute. In the space of 60 seconds, how many people can hit that like button? Ginyu Force banner will drop. We'll have to jump into the shop quickly and buy the ticket packs before we jump into summon. Honestly, as I said towards the start of the stream, I ideally just want to get a copy of Ginyu and then stop. It's not going to be like, you know, get a copy and then see how if we can get another one or go to pity or anything like that. Like, if the best case scenario, if I pull a copy of them off the ticket pack, that's it. We're just done. And then we'll see how we go after that, because if we don't pull them off the tickets, then obviously we will do a few more summons, but I'm not going to go crazy on the banner. I mean, obviously we still got some sale packs and stuff we can pick up today, but ideally I would still like to have around about 1,000 stones by the time we're done with this. So we've got 236 now. There's obviously content and stuff coming out today that's going to give some more. And some new sale packs and stuff like that, but yeah, I don't want to spend too many stones. But yeah, the banner should be up now. There we go. There's our boy. Legendary summon banner. So the banner stayed the same. Oh, they've put the Super Saiyan Hercule statues on here again as well. That's interesting. Same as they did for Frieza. So the banner appears to be exactly the same as it was on JP. Yep, it is. So yeah, the banner is terrible. That's the whole point, right? Watch me summon so you don't have to. Because, yeah, this banner is not great. Right, so let's throw up the screen blocker here and then go into the shop and get the tickets. Oh yeah, that's something I should mention as well, actually, because Little Blue pointed it out to me yesterday and I did it this morning when I was setting up the stream. But check if you're on Android, so if you're on Google Play, that Google Play points thing that they do, make sure you go in and check, because there was a thing that was, I believe it's available for any level, because it has like the gold, well, bronze gold, silver gold, whatever, depending on what level you're at on your thing. There's a bonus thing you can activate so that you get, I think it's like 4 times the points for like 5 days or something like that. So if you're going to buy anything, like you're going to buy any of the sale packs or you're going to buy the ticket packs and stuff like that, make sure you get that first, because you get a bunch of bonus points. So the ticket pack is 30 tickets. There's a bunch of skill orbs, link skill orbs, including the large ones. Some int orbs, a couple of training items and stuff like that. It's like the Gohan one, so you can get it twice as well. So it's 2 30-unit multis, which is then also going to give you 60 pity coins. So I'll grab those. Yeah, see, just by getting those ticket packs, that gives me enough points now, because from the ones I had before, to get one of the like discount voucher things. So that's good. There's some meat items in there as well. So what did we end up getting? The tickets. So this is what we got out of the 2 ticket packs. I'll take the thingy off now. So we got a couple of Kai's statues, the tickets, a couple of large meat items, some link skill orbs, int orbs, some training items, training location, and 2 gold level 4 additionals. So all right. I might as well record these and just put them up straight away, depending on how they go and how long they are. I don't know. If we get them straight away, I might not even bother, but we'll see. Hey guys, Marstingen here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so we are here live on stream. The LR Ginyu Force banner is now out on Global. Definitely gonna be trying to get these guys as quickly as possible. The banner has not changed from the release on JP. So we've got the LR Ginyu Force, Ribrienne, and Bojack are the 3 featured LRs. We've got Vegeta and Nappa, the 2 Ginyu Force summonable units, Champa and Beerus, Int Whis, and then Great Ape Turles. So definitely not the craziest banner of all time. They have put, funnily enough, just like the Frieza banner, they've got the Super Saiyan Hercule statues available here as well. And of course there are discounts. They really are. This is the definition of a bait banner, right? It's right before the anniversary, discounted in order to get the to lure you in for that first round of summons. These yellow coin banners are guaranteed featured every 3rd multi as well. So, I mean, with the discounts, it's going to end up being, what, like 110 stones to do 3 multis. If you're somebody who really wants to try and get the Ginyu Force, like, maybe give the discounts a try. But I'd made the summon or skip video yesterday. We went into full details there. I really don't think the banner is worth summoning on for most people. Obviously, as a content creator, I'm going to summon for everything, but we are definitely not going too crazy on this banner. If the tickets don't go well and the first few multis on the banner don't go well, I am more than happy to just not get them for now and come back later. They'll be unfeatured on the LR banners for the anniversary. They'll be on every other yellow coin banner. And unfortunately, Global's special pose team just really is not all that. So even if we do pull them, it'll be interesting, like, even the title of the video is just going to be, like, how do we make these guys work on Global or something like that. But we'll see. So we'll go ahead and shout out to Toon and have a hi. Do the good old classic 3 times there. Crack the code. Let's jump in. The ticket pack is, I don't think it is guaranteed featured. Oh no, it is guaranteed featured. It's 2 SSRs and 1 featured SSR. So there'll be 3 guaranteed SSRs at the end, and 1 of them is featured. So let's see. Alright, so we're going to get the fusion into Super Vegito. I mean, we get a guaranteed featured anyway, so Super Vegito fusion just means a featured unit, which we already know that we're getting, so... Alright, so it's going to be a bit of a longer one, because it is a 30-unit multi with the tickets. If we get any other bonus SSRs or any other bonus LRs, obviously that would be... Okay. Well, there's Bojack, who's one of the featured SSRs, so that could have been Ginyu Force right there. Of all the things to get, random bonus SSR, and it's one of the featured LRs. Okay. Whis. There's another one of the featured SSRs, randomly enough. Random Universe Survival Saga person, Goten, and then Jason Berta. Okay. Double Bojack. Fusion means... Oh, yeah, of course, because it's a yellow coin banner, so fusion means LR. So that was... The fusion was for Bojack, then, the bonus. I swear Bojack is the unit, the LR I've pulled the most. I'm pretty sure I have his TUR and SSR... his, like... Yeah, his TUR and SSR, like, rainbowed at this point. Alright, so Vegeta's here, so probably just going to get the fusion animation again. Yeah. Alright. Get the long... No, that wasn't long enough for the long Kamehameha. Not that it matters, because the fusion is an LR anyway. But yeah, basically this is kind of what happened when we summoned for Gohan, right? We got not a lot of great stuff off the tickets, and then got a Rift. I think it was a Rift. It was either a Rift or a Zeno. When we went into the stone summons. Hint Whis again. Okay, there's Goku and Piccolo. Do I have them rainbow? I actually can't remember. So random unfeatured LR. The Int Goku and Piccolo. Physical Kefla. Is that going to be the feature? Yeah, the 2 guaranteed features on the Ginyu Force banner were the 2 Ginyu Force units other than the LR. Okay. So the ticket's not particularly great, but we get the extra pity coins, because by using the tickets... Do they just come in the gift box? Yeah. Because this is the thing. When you get the... We've got 60 of the pity coins already, and you need 200. Now, obviously, you can't trade in the ones that you get from the tickets, but every extra SSR is another 3 coins as well. So... We'll see how we get here with the discounted step. So it's going to be... It's normally 35, 40, and then 45. So it's 110 stones total. Gohan and Piccolo is a combo. So... Let's see what we get here. Rainbow text. God? No, just Super Saiyan 3. Okay. There's Rakuma Guldo again. I think that's one of the things that's the most disappointing about a yellow coin banner LR, because it has so many other featured units other than... Well, the Gohan and Piccolo animation was for Rakuma Guldo. Yeah, with a yellow coin banner, there's so many weird featured units on there. Having a summon be, like, guaranteed featured, and then you just end up getting one of the random, like, SSRs. Rakuma Guldo's SSR rainbow. No, I didn't see the point of keeping the SSR for them. Alright, so we've got Screen Crack. Int Metal Cooler. Champa is featured, so unfortunately the Screen Crack is probably for him. AGL Golden Frieza, okay. I mean, all of these SSRs are all units that I don't need, so... Okay, yeah, and the last step, the 45 stones. So not only are the first 3 discounted, but the third one is guaranteed featured as well. Alright, we've got Krillin and 18. Come on. Ginyu right here. Let's go. It's Jason Berta again. So we've got Jason Berta and Rakuman Guldo at least twice now. Okay, so they've got another discount. How many? I thought it was only one. Is it twice? Oh, 3 rounds only it's discounted with guaranteed featured. I mean, that is actually kind of good, because if we do this next round, as I was saying at the beginning about the amount of stones I would like to spend, at the end of this round of summons, we'll still have just over 1,000 stones, which is pretty decent. Because in these 2 rounds of multis, depending on how many SSRs I pull, I might actually be at P already, which is not bad, considering. Because obviously for me, pretty much every single SSR we could possibly pull, including other unfeatured LRs, are units that I don't actually need. Also, why is this taking so long all of a sudden? The game needs to take time to load in the LR Ginyu Force into the summon, that's fine. Well, maybe not. Solo Goten. Maybe not. Yeah, no free multi. No 3+1. They put that on... Which banner was that on? Was it Frieza? Yeah, Ginyu killed the server. Ginyu hype confirmed, right? Global servers overloaded. Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Had to load the power of the Super Saiyan Hercule statue. Oh, Hercule on Boo. So it should be an LR. Future Gohan and Trunks. I really can't wait for them to get an EZA. Like, they have the potential to be incredibly good. Especially with like more units now are getting the revival, and even like the EZA with the 6 years, characters are getting upgraded so that they have the revival thing, where it's like if another character revives, they still get their buff. Apparently it was 120 stones, not 110. Alright, let's see where we're at. So we'll get our summon here. It's guaranteed featured. We've got no special animation though, so the chances of the guaranteed featured being the Ginyu Force are sort of low. Oh, it's the LR Ribrian Trio. I think I only got the one copy. Like, literally, I got them off the tickets on their banner and just stopped summoning immediately. So, so let's see. So we're just under 1,000, so it must be 120 for the full rotation then, not 110. But let's see how many coins we end up with here. Because we might be, at this rate, we've pulled so many extra SSRs. Yeah, I'll keep, obviously I don't have them rainbow, but I'll keep the dupe for them anyway. And then grab these ones. Okay, so I have 138, so we only need 62 to get to the next one. So if we do the next rotation, we get just under 30. We'd have to pull... Yeah, the thing is we'd have to pull like 10 SSRs. I mean, this is the thing with these banners having pity, is the fact that you're like guaranteed to get the unit if you go to a certain point, because it's going to be what, another 120 for the other rotation. By the time we've done all of the content that's come out today, should be back up to 1,000. So let's see. Depends how many extra SSRs we get, that's the main thing. Need to be seeing those like god animations and stuff. Okay. Yeah, see, multis like this is what we don't want, right? Where it's just the one SSR, which is still an extra 3 coins, but... Gohan and Tien, really. It's always these banners, right? The ones that are like the units that we don't really care that much about. There you go, there's a bonus. And another one. Physical Nova Shenron, okay. So we've got no God animation, but we're getting a multiple SSR multi, okay. I mean, another 4 SSRs is another 12 coins, so we take those. And then this one will be guaranteed featured. Whis, Krillin, and Fat Boo. This is where it ends. Okay. Alright, screen crack. Right, double screen crack. Okay, so... Guaranteed featured. I think a double screen crack on this banner means an LR, but... There's another SSR we can trade in, is fine. Bojack, of course it is. Let's see the guaranteed featured. No? Okay. Int Brienne. Int Beerus, who is featured. But that's another... We got like 2 4 SSR multis in a row. Okay, so now it goes back to being 50 stones, which is back to normal. So we did the discount, all the discount steps. So we got another 24 from there. We're going to end up needing to do like 1 more multi or something. Wait, I don't have that Int Piccolo rainbowed. Are you serious? Yeah, I need 14 more things. So even if I traded in that Piccolo, I still need 11. So basically, we just need to do 1 multi. So at this point, why wouldn't you? Vegeta. I was gonna say, watch us just pull Ginyu on this multi. Except we didn't fuse. So. But yeah, literally it doesn't matter what we get. Of course we get God now. I was going to say, we literally just need the 10 coins from the summon and the 3 coins from trading in whoever the SSR is, and then that's enough. But fake out. That's LR full power. I was going to say, watch it be Ginyu, but LR full power Frieza. Okay. Alright, well there we go. So go ahead and grab those coins. And then exchange. Soon took a little more than 400 stones and tickets to get Ginyu. I mean, that's basically what we did. It's pretty much all the way to like the pity, essentially. But by getting the ticket packs, you get the extra coins. So we didn't have to, because otherwise I'd have had to have done like another 6 multis, which is another, now that the discounts have run out, it's like another 300 stones if we wanted to get to the copy of Ginyu. Which obviously I would definitely not want to do another 300 stones on the banner. So now we can go to here, get our copy of Ginyu, and then we don't need those 5 extra random coins, so we can trade those in for yellow coins. Alright, so there you go. We had to go all the way to the pity to get him, but at least with the... why are they not... Oh, do I have to get him from the gift box? No, I shouldn't have to. Where is he? Oh, there you go. Does that only work for URs then, I guess? It's because it was on link skill and not thingy. Well, there you go. So we got to Ginyu. We'll get him awakened here. We'll do the 55% showcase and stuff like that. I would not recommend summoning, especially with that kind of luck. Like, it's okay for me getting the ticket packs and stuff like that, but this is the kind of example if you're someone who has been saving all your resources and stuff ready for the anniversary, and you get this kind of luck, this is why you should not summon on this banner, right? So let me know what you guys think down below. If you did summon, I hope you did get lucky. Hopefully you didn't summon, but Yeah, let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get this man awakened and see what we can do in terms of making him look somewhat decent on global. I don't know how. I don't know if that's actually even possible, but yeah, who knows? Because the special post team is going to be absolutely terrible. Yeah, I traded all the coins in first. So, did anyone do the Super Z physical Goku Black but not get the missions completed? Well, the missions are for very specific things. So did you do the... Because you've got to use a Kamehameha team. One of them is 3 EZA characters on the team, and the other one is beating it under a certain amount of time. It's not just for actually beating it or anything. Nope. Get rid of a bunch of our R's by doing this. Yeah, it might be best to just restart the game then, or... Alright, so awaken into a TUR. Keep clicking on the wrong thing. Right, I'm gonna upload the Ginyu. I'm gonna upload the summons like straight away. Pulled 4 copies of Tech Trio, pulled 3 Ginyus. It's not bad. Hopefully in a very small amount of stones, because it's... I think for most people, even with like what we had there, right, where we didn't have to go in too deep because of the pity, because of the extra coins from the tickets. But even then, for like most players, I would say that's not worth it for what you get out of it. Because it's like, you get the unit, but... what are you going to do with it? And it could be useful in the future. I mean, that's the thing, right? So, like, when Topo comes out, you know, I will now have the Ginyu Force to run on Topo's team. And when Topo first comes out and we do, like, his initial showcases and stuff like that, we'll be able to use the Ginyu Force on his team for the extra support and everything. So that's cool. But, yeah, in terms of value right now, I definitely don't think it's worth summoning for them. 4. Let's go. I mean, technically as well, remember, Ginyu does have a farmable super, because you can farm the free-to-play Captain Ginyu, but can't be bothered with that. It's like we joke about, right? Like, I have so many Kais. This is why. Like, I'll farm some of the easy stuff sometimes. I mean, Ginyu does have guaranteed drops from his stage because of the way they revamped the Ginyu Force thing, but I just want to have him awakened straight away. So for me, that's what I'll use those Kais for. And I still have, like, I use those int ones and I still have over 100. So it's not like it's any major sacrifice for me to use them. Alright, so 55%. He's he's a defense stacker if you get the specific super attack, which if you don't get, then he doesn't stack defense. Yeah, that's pretty good. The tickets are 1 round of multis. That's not bad. I would say at that point, that's it, right? You just tap out and then just trade in all the pity coins for yellow coins and just call it a day. Yeah, he has a chance to stack. That's it. He's got 1 out of the 4 potential supers that he can get that are not his 18 key super. So yeah, really not like super worth it. I mean, at this point, I feel like I'll probably just give him dodge. Although, I mean, I suppose to be fair, at 55%, he already has some dodge. I probably want him to have additional. I don't even really care about giving him like a good skill orb. I guess we'll just give him that one. Additional 5 and type attack 4. Alright, I'm not even really that bothered about doing his 55% showcase straight away. Because I think the thing that people are probably more hyped for and will actually be much better is the physical Goku Black, because he's better on global. So we're going to jump in and do his super easy A here quickly. Oh yeah, of course it costs stamina, doesn't it? Well, fortunately, I just got a bunch of stamina from the ticket packs, or meat items. So we'll do this. Oh, right, there you go. I forgot to click the super icon that actually makes it the super stage. Well, that'll do it. Right, so... I want to use the Dragon Fist Goku instead of the... Where is Dragon Fist Goku instead of you? Shouldn't he be like down here somewhere? There he is. Why couldn't I see him before? So I want 3 characters that have an easy A, and we have 2 currently. So it's going to be Boo, Otherworld Wars, or Accelerated Battle. I guess we'd probably just put Boo Saga in here. Because to be fair, we could just put Kid Boo on the team for the support, and then put... just put these guys on there. Shout out to Chili for re-upping his membership. Ningen Club member for 11 months. Oh, let's go. Next month, the gold Timebreaker Mask Badge. I pulled 5 LRs in 1 rotation and 1 was Ginyu. I mean, that is pretty good. Especially with the discounts, right? And that being, what, like 110 stones, basically. 120 even. Alright. Go on with the dodge. Because yeah, we want at least 3 easy A units, because that's how we do the mission. Oh yeah, we didn't use the Kamehameha team. Actually, have we got 3 Kamehameha characters? I forgot that was one of the other missions. But you have to beat the stage 5 times anyway. So if you don't do all the missions in one run, it doesn't really matter, because you have to do the stage 5 times regardless. Yeah, Tech Gohan's just like, nah, see ya. That should be the time mission as well, because he absolutely smashed that. Oh, that was all of the missions. So there already was... Yeah, so that team actually does have 3 Kamehameha units on it. Well, there you go. Yeah, 2 new red zone stages should be out now, and then the Harudagan one comes out next week. Oh, I think Ultima Gohan's on Kamehameha, isn't he? And then so is the STR Vegito. So it's the Goku, the Ultima Gohan, and then STR Vegito on Kamehameha. So yeah, there you go. Is my AGL Vegeta Blue Duo full dodge? I don't know, actually. They might not be full dodge. They definitely have dodge, but... Gohan's not really a slot 1 unit, but I really wanted him to get all those orbs. I don't know if that's going to be a terrible mistake. I was going to say, as long as he doesn't super straight away, it should be fine anyway. 16 mil, okay. Yes, it's like you don't have to have characters that have easy A's. I mean, look at Gohan. Super and 2 additional normals, and he's already done like half his health. Yeah, so Gohan, you don't need to bring characters that have easy A's. For the missions you do. Or at least to do them 1 run for the mission. But yeah. And then these guys do have an easy A, so they obviously just finish them off. I can check my blue boys, and I can change my friend lead over. Because I don't know what they are actually, their build is. They're not rainbow either, to be fair. Because they came back on Rosé's banner. I think I got them to 79%. Yeah, they got 15 dodge. Well, they are rainbow though. But yeah, 15 dodge. Or is it 16? Yeah, 16. Burst mode is next week, Wednesday, with the Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks Super Easy A. And the Ultima Gohan Burst mode. Those are next week. Decided to keep your DLC playthrough playing in the background but not watch the stream to avoid spoilers. No, that's fair. I mean, it's one of those things. I know a lot of people, like myself, have been anticipating the Elden Ring DLC for a long time now, so I can definitely understand not wanting to watch a stream like as soon as it drops, right? Because if I wasn't streaming it, or if I didn't do streaming or anything in general, I would just want to be playing it and not watching anyone else play it. So it's perfectly understandable. But yeah, it should be fun. I've seen one minor, I wouldn't say even really a spoiler, but I saw one thing the other day while I was setting up the stream and posting like the tweet. I did see a clip that someone had tweeted that was literally just of one of the weapons with its like special ability, like the weapon art thing. And just from seeing that, I'm already hyped. Like, it was super cool. I'm not going to say anything else about it, but like, just from that, just from seeing like one of the new weapons, I'm already like... So that comes out tonight. We will be streaming that. I will get the stream scheduled a little bit later today. It is in the stream schedule. It's midnight UK time, so that's like, what, 16 hours from now? So a bit of a ways away, but yeah, second channel, midnight UK. I think it's like 4 PM PST, so it's like 7 PM EST, something like that. And yeah, we'll do a couple of hours. I need to make sure to check today. I loaded it up yesterday, just to have a quick run around and refresh my memory on like the controls and everything, because it's been a while since I played it. And I couldn't remember for the life of me for a good like 5 minutes how you change your main weapon to being two-handed instead of one-handed, because it's not the same as it is in Dark Souls. But then I figured it out, obviously. But yeah, I need to make sure that the character. I mean, I guess the main character that I probably will take into the DLC first of all. I know for a fact that I've beaten Moog with that character and Radahn, which apparently is the two prerequisites to getting to the DLC area. So, which is if you're not aware and you're wanting to jump in and play the DLC as soon as it comes out, you have to have beaten those two specific bosses, otherwise you can't actually go to the DLC like area. So if you haven't done that already, make sure you go do that, because there'd be nothing worse than like loading up the game as soon as the DLC drops with the DLC that you've just got, and then you can't actually go and do the DLC because you haven't done like the prerequisite thing in the game. That's one of the reasons why I didn't want to go into New Game Plus with any of my characters, so I made a new character to do the different endings, because when you're at the end of the game, you can go anywhere. So if new content or new DLC comes out, or you want to help like a friend do something in co-op, you can teleport anywhere in the world because you've unlocked the whole game. Whereas if you go into New Game Plus, but then say you only play it for like an hour or so, and then it's like, oh hey, you have to go to this place, either for the DLC or to like play co-op or whatever, and then it's just like, oh, well I can't get there yet because I'm in New Game Plus and I haven't got that far. So I just set all of my... I have 3 characters that are at the end game, because I've got the 3 different endings. There are more endings than 3, but there's only 3 specific ones that give you trophies, because I did Platinum Elden Ring. So yeah, to get those 3 separate endings, I just did 3 different characters. So I've got 3 different characters with 3 different builds, and I'm pretty sure all 3 of them have beaten Moog and Radahn. But the one that I'm probably going to be taking into the DLC, which is my main one, the highest level one, definitely has. So yeah, that is true. That is the only annoying thing. There is one point in the game where the map changes. That is actually kind of annoying, because there is a bit you can be summoned right outside the entrance to the capital city thing, you know, where there's one of those like knights with the horses that can spit fire at you. You can get summoned outside of there and then go into the castle with the person who summoned you. But yeah, once the like sand takes over, you can't put your sign down anywhere that they can actually see it, like in the castle. It's really annoying.
All right, let's do this.
Ginyu missions get the repeated type of missions to get stones and items like Team Bardock. Maintenance incoming. Wait, what? This double Gohan rotation with Kid Buu support, man. This guy's just getting destroyed here. Gohan turn 1 first super 8.8 million. That's pretty good. It's pretty balanced for a unit that is as strong defensively as he is. And then the second one's 9.5. Yeah, that's, you know. Just like 2-tapped him and that's it. Well, there we go. Yes, on the 20. Okay, so that'll be for adding in all the files and stuff for the anniversary, for the World Tournament. Because obviously we had the data download yesterday that didn't have any of the World Tournament update stuff in it. So yeah, that'll be to add in all the EZA, World Tournament EZAs like stuff. Well, I mean, technically they're in the game, but with the wrong date in the database. It still says they don't come out for like a year. But obviously that's going to be to update that, so... Alright, so there we go. We can Super Extreme Z awaken Goku Black. The great thing about doing the Super EZAs is you don't have to do any extra messing around. Like, there's no leveling him up anymore, leveling up his super attack more. He just now has this absolute novel as a passive. Alright, so... it's potentially time zone related, alright? Like, because the maintenance, I imagine, will be early morning in the UK. So if you're in EST, it's probably the early hours of the 27th as well. But if you're PST, it'll be late on the 26th, is what I imagine will be the case. Right, so where did I build? Where's my Zamasu team? Is it further this way? Yes, it was one step further. Right, so he needs all allies in the same turn to be super bosses in order to get the extra, the rainbow orb changing and the orb change, the extra 10% per key sphere obtained, which means realistically you can't run non-super bosses characters on the team, which is a little bit awkward for global because we don't have Broly, we don't have the Int Golden Frieza that is a super bosses support unit. So it's an interesting like trade-off, is that Goku Black is better on global in terms of like the stats, but the super bosses team is not as good. So because like the Broly trio don't have their EZA, so they're not really runnable. I mean, I guess we throw in Kefla. AGL Zamasu. Have any good supports? Yeah, no Cell Max as well, yeah. Like Super Bosses is obviously just not as good on global currently, but I mean Int Zamasu can be decent sometimes. Int Rose is obviously pretty good. It is a shame there has to be the full rotation though. Because I mean, it's like rip the dream of running physical Super Saiyan 3 Rose on that same team. I'll throw in some Marcy on there. Alright, so let me just get rid of some of these. Take him to Kid Buu straight up. I mean, we're going to do a Kid Buu video for him for sure, but not for like the initial showcase. Extreme Z Dokkan Festival, Ginyu Force growth missions. Aren't they the same as? Oh no, they're like the extra level of ones that we already had. Alright, so we've got the Super EZA, the Extreme Z area revamp, Fighting Legends Frieza. Oh, it says new missions, but it doesn't actually say like what they are. New stages for the Red Zone, the support memory boost. God, there's so much. Fighting Legend Goku mission. And then yeah, maintenance, which will be Thursday at 3 AM for me. So yeah, if you're even in EST, it's late on the 26th. So that's interesting, because nothing comes out. That's why there's a bunch of content dropping on Wednesday, and then the World Tournament and some other content drops on Friday. But Thursday morning, the game will be in maintenance. So, but yeah, that Super EZA definitely was very easy. But yeah, post-anniversary, the Super Bosses team gets Broly. That Int Golden Frieza, that is a Super Bosses support unit, would obviously be really good as well. And then, of course, Cell Max, right? I mean, you could run Kid Buu and just keep him on rotation on the other rotation. That is true, but right, yeah, that's the we haven't got the one reset yet. So the Frieza one, oh, there's 3 new missions. So Majin Buu Saga, storied figures, and then other World Warriors. And then, yeah, 2 Red Zone stages. They didn't put in the mission, so on JP, on the wiki, there's a mission for beating the Broly stage with a full Pure Saiyans team, but I guess they must add that in later. Beat the Ginyu, Fighting Legend Goku with the Ginyu Force team. I mean, I guess we could just literally do that to do the Ginyu Force showcase, because I feel like that is, a video that no one will care about. Goku event mission. But anyway, let's try out Goku Black. I'll do the like Majin Buu absorption red zone stage because it's a decent like long-ish stage. All right. Hopefully we don't get him in sort of 7. No, we get him on the first turn with Rose. Okay. Well, that's what we like to see. An actual decent start here. Zamasu is sealed, which is kind of annoying. Now, the thing about having multiple orb changes on the rotation is that that can be kind of sketchy for picking up orbs. Although we haven't got multiple orb changes on this turn, but it can be scary when you transform Rose. Right. Hey guys, Marsengan here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video, and so today we're going to be taking a look at physical Goku Black with his Super EZA. Obviously on global, this guy has slightly higher stats than he does on JP, so in theory he will be better on the global version of the game. Although currently the Super Bosses team on the global version is obviously not what it is on JP, right? No Broly, no Int Golden Frieza, no Cell Max. Because the thing with this guy, to get his full potential, he wants a full Super Bosses rotation. So we do have to run a full Super Bosses team if we want to see him at his best. He gets 50% attack and defense per key sphere obtained, which is quite a lot per orb for a nuker. Except it's actually 60% when we get to the later part of his passive. He gets 150% defense when attacking with 3 or more orbs. So as long as you get 3 orbs, big defensive buff. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to rainbow and gets an additional 10% attack and defense per key sphere obtained when there's a Goku family enemy or when all allies attacking in the same turn are super bosses. So this is why you need a full super bosses team. You get the rainbow orb changing, which is of course very beneficial for a nuking style unit. It's also very beneficial for physical Rose. But it also means he gets 60% per orb instead of 50, which is kind of crazy. Now, if you're fighting a Goku family enemy, obviously you don't need to run a full Super Bosses setup. So we'll try that out at some point, I'm sure. But yeah, need that for the full potential here. He gets Key 1 up to 5 and attack and defense 30% up to 150 with each attack received. So he needs to be hit 5 times in order to get fully built up. He gets crit chance 20% every time he receives an attack 3 times. So you would need that to happen 5 times because there's no cap. So if he gets hit 15 times in total, which is a lot, but if he gets hit 15 times, he has a 100% chance to crit, which is interesting. And then he randomly changes orbs of a certain type, physical excluded, to physical when there's a superclass enemy. And then he gives all extreme allies key 3 and defense 30%. So pretty good for the support. You can see here, start of turn, obviously he's only at 94k, but that's kind of to be expected for a nuking style character. We haven't picked up any orbs yet. Now you can see the benefit of the rainbow orbs here. We can pick up 4 rainbow orbs for Rose. And then we can get, what? It's only going to be 6. So it's not a crazy amount. So 6 orbs. Let's see what this gives him here. So 6 orbs means he's at 355k pre-super. And then bear in mind, he gets 150% on super. And it's 150% of what we can see here. So 355k plus 150% is 887k. So even like a boss that does 1,000,000 damage super, he'd be taking 100k damage essentially, which is still a fair bit, but considering 6 orbs, I would say that's generally kind of unlucky for this guy, only being able to get 6, but we'll see how the rest of the showcase pans out in terms of how many orbs we're able to get and what sort of numbers we see from him. But Physical Rose, obviously getting 4 rainbow orbs, means he should be off to a decent start here. The 30% defense buff to everybody else on the rotation is very nice. Even the 3 key as well, right, for any LRs that you're going to have on the team. Definitely very helpful. So Physical Rose able to do his thing here, get a bunch of additional attacks from the rainbow orbs, which of course then builds up his passive. We get the guaranteed additional super at one point here as well. Like, there's a lot of attacks for him to do in turn 1. And then he's up to 10 mil. So not bad for his first turn here. And then let's see what Physical Goku Black is doing. Obviously he guards on his first turn as well here, so just tanks this all very nicely. Goku Black, 7 million. Okay. That's nothing too crazy. And then what are we taking? Yeah, double digits, okay. Now bear in mind, of course, he has to get built up as well. So we just got hit a couple of times, so that's the crit chance as well as 3 out of the 5 hits. So he now has an extra 90% attack and defense than he did on the first turn. So, alright, let's let you get some build up here. And the thing is, the rainbow orbs, they obviously stay on the field, right, if you're creating a lot of them. So that is keeping it so that units like Kefla, for example, is able to get her 6 orbs here very easily because of the rainbow orbs left over on the field from the previous turn from Physical Goku Black. So like on the Super Bosses team, I could imagine in a non-showcase scenario, you're potentially just using him as a 3rd slot floating unit, which is why you do then want the full team to be Super Bosses. Obviously, if we're doing something like this, where we're keeping him on rotation, we could run a non-Super Bosses character on the other rotation. And as long as they stay separated, Goku Black obviously is always still going to get his full passive with the Super Bosses rotation. But of course, if you go into any events where there's like blocking and stuff like that, that could kind of throw that out of whack, which you'd have to be very careful about. But so Zamasu just going to get his attacks off here. I'm not quite going to finish him off. So let's see what we get here now on the second turn. So now we got an extra 90% to our stats. Physical Rose is sealed, which actually is probably good, because then he's not going to be able to kill him here. And sadly, there's not a lot of orbs still. So if we do this... Oh, wow. Alright, well, I guess we're going to see him on a slightly worse turn. So he's now gone up to 180 start of turn, which is pretty much double what he had before, because, of course, he's got an extra 90% now. Can only get 3 orbs, though. So 3 orbs puts him to... I mean, that still puts him to 427. Which, what? If I do 427k plus 150%, that means after supering, he still has just over 1 million defense with 3 orbs. Now imagine what it would look like on this turn if we'd got like 9 orbs. And he can still get hit twice to get built up. So he's going to get hit once here by the physical Bootangs. That's actually pretty crazy, to be fair. Only 3 hits out of the 5 that he can get to get a buff. And he gets 1 million defense after supering from picking up 3 orbs. Oh, that's crazy. Because, yeah, there's some of the options for JP. One of the other units we didn't mention that's out on JP for a Super Bosses team that is not available on Global currently is the Broly Trio. Yes, the 8 mil. That's more than he did last time with 6 orbs because of the buff that he gets. So that's, yeah, very interesting. The Broly Trio, obviously they are out on Global, but they don't have their EZA. That comes as part of the anniversary. They're an orb changer. They have the thing in their passive where if you're below a certain amount of HP, they change the entire field of orbs to physical, which if you then picked up all of those with Goku Black, that would be absolutely ridiculous. Alright, so I want to get you floated off here. I want you on the with Goku Black as well to see how that goes. Right, I think you still have more damage reduction until the next turn. I'm not going to worry about the orbs for... I mean, we're probably just killing him this turn anyway. But... yeah, I would imagine so, with Zamasu still getting buffed. 18.2 mil. Now imagine this, imagine we've still got one more hit for him to get fully buffed, and we're still going to be able to, on the next turn in fact, use the physical Rosé domain, because we have a full Super Bosses rotation. So, I guess I probably, shall I put off the domain by one turn? I kind of want to see him fully built up without the domain buff, I guess, first. I see Kefla being sealed here means she's probably not going to kill him unless she... oh no, I was going to say unless she crits on her normal attack, which she did. So, all right, we take those. All right, so now let's see how we're looking here. I think I probably do just transform Rosé just because otherwise it's a bit dangerous for him to be in slot 1. I mean, it kind of is anyway. But then we get more orb changing. I don't know, it's an interesting one. Because what are you at now, start? See, he's at 200k start of turn. That's crazy. Considering, like, he started off at 90k. Okay, so... yeah, we want to try and get as many orbs as we can for Goku Black, so I'm not really too bothered about the rainbow orbs for Rosé for this turn. Although saying that, I do want him to obviously hit to get his defense and everything. So we'll do this. Alright, we can get 9 orbs. Okay. So this is going to be... he still needs to get hit once to be fully built up. With the domain buff from Physical Rosé, he's now gone up to being at basically 250k defense. Now we do this. We get our 9 orbs. Okay, so he's at 1.2 million defense before attacking, and on defense, on super, he gets 150% defense. So 1.2 million plus 150% means he'll be on 3.2 million defense after he attacks. So if he gets super attacked here by Buhan, despite being type disadvantage, it will do double-digit damage to him. And then, yeah, we'll see what he's going to do in terms of attack power as well. Because, yeah, Rosé, Physical Rosé, we got a bunch of rainbow orbs for him. So he's going to get a whole bunch of attacks off here. Depending on the RNG with the additionals, we can get a bunch of additional supers as well. And then Physical Goku Black should be looking pretty nice on this turn as well. Alright, so a couple of additional normals here from the rainbow orbs. Very rarely do these convert into supers. It's like a 10% chance, right? But then we're up to 12 million here. It's such a shame that, like, Physical Goku Black is hard countered by Kid Buu, because like, this team would just destroy Kid Buu now. Physical Rosé with Physical Super EZA Goku Black. Like, we'll do a video taking Goku Black up against Kid Buu. It's just unfortunately Physical Rosé is not good there. But this Physical Goku Black is also greatly lowering attack on Super. Yeah, there you go. So there's a 25 million attack stat on this turn, where we only picked up 9 orbs. I'm going to say only, like 9 is not, well, you're not going to get 9 like every time, but like 9 orbs is not particularly crazy. 25 million. So yeah, that's pretty good. If we had an orb changer, like, that would just straight up be insane. Like if we brought like an orb changing item, I mean. Alright, so let's do this, and then just do this. But yeah, this rotation with the super bosses buff from the domain is going to be fine here. Zamasu with the damage reduction and of course type advantage. He hasn't gotten a lot of supers off yet, so it's not like he's stacked up a huge amount, but I do still like this AGL Zamasu super attack. It's like manga inspired. It's not from the anime, right? With the thing with all the pools. It's pretty cool. $22 million for Texamasu as well. Like, this team looks very, very strong. Like, when you have the Rose domain up, like, these guys can go pretty crazy. Zamasu's going to heal us here as well now with his super. And then we get Super Saiyan 2 Kefla on this all-changing turn as well. So, let's see. Unfortunately, though, I don't think... Is he going to get a chance to... Maybe we have to put him in slot 1. Although then... So, start of turn now is at 282. We can get 8 orbs. So, if I put him in slot 1 and give him 8 orbs, that puts him up to 1.3 million. So, I actually don't know how hard this Buhan hits for, but... Because I know, like, we've got type disadvantage as well, but there's a dodge, there's another dodge. Mine has, like, 10 dodge. Alright, well, we're going to find out. So, yeah, double-digit damage, okay. And then 26 million attack stat. Pretty good. Absolutely ridiculous. So yeah, like post-super, I don't think there's any attacks on global that could actually kill this guy when he's fully built up, and if you're getting like 7, 8 or 9 orbs or something like that. Because the hardest hitting boss currently is like Int Kid Buu fully built up. But against him, Physical Goku Black has type advantage and is greatly lowering attack on super. So Kid Buu just won't be able to do damage to him. And even Rose looking like crazy here as well. Like, this team is so much better now. The Rose passive buff, Physical Goku Black Super Easy A. The only problem, like I say, is the fact that Physical Goku Black does need you to have a full Super Bosses rotation, which obviously we are not necessarily going to have, depending on how you want to run the team. Oh, you're locked in the middle. This could be awkward. If he supers in slot 1, Zamasu's lost a fair bit of his damage reduction now. Stupid rotation locking. Right, I want to try and free up as many orbs in the middle as possible. So let's do this. We can keep the STR orbs there. I'm going to throw up the item here just because I don't think he would necessarily, but I don't want Zamasu getting immediately slot 1 supered, which he didn't anyway, so... But, I mean, it doesn't really matter. In this scenario, we're showing off what Goku Black can do. And in terms of defense, we know that he's going to be fine regardless. It's more a case of seeing the numbers. But, yeah, Super Bosses has the potential to be one of the better teams with the buffs that, obviously, Global hasn't got yet. Because, I mean, Cell Max seems like he's one of the best units in the game. Like, he's in that highest tier. Not to saying that he is the best unit or anything, but he's probably in that uppermost tier of characters. That's a massive Super Bosses buff, which of course is not yet out on Global. The Broly trio, when they get their Easy A, I would say are probably like a must-run unit on this team for the support and everything as well. And they have the orb changing too. And then of course, unfortunately, Broly, being the anniversary character, as I've said before, one of the ones I'm the most hyped for. Like, he was the original Super Bosses leader and introduced the category on JP. But so many of these other units now that are coming out and being on this Super Bosses team are characters that have big bad bosses. And so he just doesn't really fit with them on the team, which is kind of awkward. This should be a good turn for him, though. We can get these 3 orbs here. This also protects Zamasu from getting killed. So 11 orbs. So start of turn now. The domains run out. So fully built up on this rotation. With no external support, no domain, 235k defense start of turn. Then we get 11 orbs, which is higher than average, right? That's the most we've gotten so far in this run. That puts them up to 1.4. So at 1.43 million defense, that means after supering, when he gets the 150% buff, he will be just over 3.5 million defense. Which, as I've mentioned already, basically means that there is nothing on Global that could actually kill him at this point. because we don't have like the countdown Super Golden Frieza, which I think does like 8 mil. The other hardest hitting boss is fully built up Kid Buu, but we're going to have type advantage, and we'd be hitting him first with a super attack that greatly lowers attack. So yeah, basically once this Goku Black is fully built up, as long as you're getting a decent amount of orbs, like nothing is killing him. And then a 29 million attack stat as well. With the fact that with the number of times he's been hit so far, we probably have been hit 15 times, or at least close to. Like, even once you've been hit 12 times, he's got an 80% chance to crit, so that's already good enough. So yeah, that's kind of wild. And then, of course, now I can do this. And just do the domain with Zamasu, which doesn't really give anyone else a buff. Like, it's not really helping Goku Black specifically, but... In fact, what I could do... that would kind of screw over Kefla, though. I'll just grab those. I was going to say, I could leave, like, all of the tech orbs and just give those to have, like, a massive orb change for next turn. But, I mean, with him changing orbs and Goku Black changing orbs on the other rotation, like, this, you know... I mean, to be fair as well, the end of this event isn't particularly difficult, right, these last two phases, but this is it. Like, they're just going to get absolutely destroyed now. Yeah, that's right. Use super attack, my immortal infinite Zamasu. So 0 damage. This is the only time you can take 0 damage. We talked about this a few times recently with the fact that even with over 100% damage reduction, you still take double-digit damage. But if you negate an attack, which is obviously only certain character abilities, that's the only time you can take 0 damage. But yeah, AGL Zamasu... Gotten plenty of stacks here. I think the only downside, like I say, is the full super boss's rotation requirement. Because, like, for me, running Goku Black's team, or at least this team with physical Goku Black, like, I would want to run under Zamasu's leader skill, right? You could bring, like, Kid Buu and have him as a floating support unit. Now, obviously, if you're running... I guess, to be fair, if you're running physical Goku Black as a floating support unit, you can bring other non-super bosses characters to float as well, because they're all floating. They'll never end up on the same rotation together as long as you don't get like a rotation locking boss. But it does mean you can't run characters on this team that I like to run here, like Super Saiyan 3 Rose, again, unless we're floating him, but he's not really a support. And you don't want to float him off of his first appearances turn 2, because then he'll transform before he gets any more stacks. So depending on the starting rotations and where Super Saiyan 3 Rose and physical Goku Black are potentially going to be, that could screw up your setup for that. But otherwise, he's going to be looking very, very good. So with just the Tech Zamasu, obviously we've had him linked up with the Rose for most of the fight, but because of rotation locking, we had to lose him. So we've lost Prepared for Battle and Fear and Faith. But we're still at 226 start of turn. And then, yeah, we're back to 6 orbs, which I would say is roughly the average, right? So if we pick up 6 orbs fully built up, we're still at 854k pre-super. So 850k plus 150% means post-super on this turn. We still have 2.1 million defense, which obviously, as I said, this event does get weaker as it goes on. This Buu Piccolo does nowhere near that kind of damage with his super attack. And then we're still dropping a 17 million attack stat, which at this point, yeah, we're pretty much guaranteed to crit. So yeah, physical Goku Black, Super EZA, very, very good. I love this team has 2 physical Goku Blacks on it now. But yeah, physical Rose, Super EZA, insanely strong. Him coming to global, definitely a massive bonus here for this team. I've been a big fan of physical Rose and this team in general anyway. And yeah, that Goku Black unit with the Super EZA, very, very impressive. So we'll definitely do a showcase of him against Kid Buu. Unfortunately, physical Rose can't be used there, or at least won't be good there. But this Goku Black will absolutely shred that in Kid Buu. Like, he can do a ton of damage to him, greatly lower his attack, like tank all of his hits. That is going to be very, very good. So we're going to kill this guy this turn, or we're going to get one more Goku Black turn. Because this STR buff Buu actually does hit relatively hard with his super attack. So depending on how many orbs we can get, we could put this Goku Black in slot 1 and see how decent he's going to be. I think we probably aren't going to kill him here. I guess it depends how many supers physical Rose gets, because we did pick up a decent amount of rainbow orbs for him. And of course it depends whether he crits, because he's got type disadvantage. But yeah, I mean, in some of these longer events, as long as you're putting physical Goku Black with the Super EZA in front of a bunch of attacks, so he can get those hits early on, not only is he getting that build up, but then obviously building up that crit chance. In terms of hidden potential, I feel like he doesn't really need a lot of crit. You don't want to give him too much dodge because he wants to get hit, so I think like a good healthy mix of additional and then dodge is like the secondary. If you want to give him a little bit of crit just so he can potentially crit in the early state, like the early turns, then it's probably not the end of the world, but it's not like the #1 pick for him, I don't think. Yeah, so it's just going to be another 6 orb turn, which is something that we have seen already. But yeah, with all the orb changing, even units like Kefla being in slot 3 and wanting 6 orbs, still able to get those. And then, yeah, the 17 mil with a crit is enough to finish it off. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Physical Goku Black Super EZA, he's very, very good. He was massively underrated when his details came out. And he seems very, very strong. So, we will take him up against Kid Buu. But, yeah, definitely a solid Super EZA. 4 for 4, I would say, on Super EZAs. I mean, Global only has 3, but we're getting Gotenks as one next week. So, I would say from what I've seen from the performance just from this run, I would say I probably like Goku Black more than Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Just because Super Saiyan 3 Goku starts off strong and then gets weaker, whereas obviously this guy starts off decent and then becomes absolutely crazy. So anyway, let me know all your thoughts down below on this guy in the comments. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out all the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one. Alright, well there you go. Physical Goku Black. Damn, he is ridiculous. I knew he was good, but this is why I like to see like the details of stuff myself, right? Like we talk about on the podcast sometimes where, you know, something will come out on JP and I haven't watched like somebody else's showcase yet or something like that. And it's because I really enjoy this experience, right? Where it's like you get the unit yourself, get to use it for the first time, and then it's like, oh, they're really good. Like, and I get to experience it like properly the first time by playing it rather than just watching someone else's one. It's good to know about in advance, obviously, especially because of the, you know, I don't always want to rock up to the podcast and be like, yeah, I don't know about this guy, so I can't talk about him. But it is nice getting that full experience the first time, actually just on, you know, on stream. You guys get to see it live. We're kind of seeing the first, my first experience, like, and reaction, like, at the same time. I like it. So, yeah, he seems very, very good. I'm definitely very impressed. Yeah, 4 out of 4 on the Super EZAs. All the Super EZAs have been very good. I think Kid Buu is probably still the best one, just because Kid Buu is absolutely insane. But, yeah, Physical Goku Black, very, very good. Let me rename that file quickly. So that's Physical Super EZA Goku Black. Level 600 of Physical Goku Black EZA, nice. I haven't been doing many of those lately. Like the over level farming. Alright, so we've got a few other things to do now. We've got the red zone stages. I'm not going to go over by... I don't want to go over on the stream though, so we got... Beast Gohan, yeah, that's fair enough. Oh yeah, that's not... The burst mode for that's not out yet. Alright, well, we should have time to do the Broly Red Zone stage. With the Heroes team, of course. Bringer's still getting shafted by the Power Beyond Super Saiyan mission attempt, I see. Heroes agenda, you know it. You know it. Alright, so... Hey guys, Marcinkin here, bringing another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. And so the new stages are out for the Movie Bosses 2 Red Zone. We are going to go ahead and jump straight into stage 3, which is versus Broly. I did do a video talking about this the other day, breaking down the stages and everything. We've got in the news today the confirmation, which we already knew that the 2 new stages were coming out today. But we also have the Harudagan stage coming out next Friday, which is stage 5. And then the final 2 stages don't drop until it's either the end, like the end part of the countdown celebration, or the beginning of the anniversary. But that's when we get the Golden Frieza and Beerus stages to actually complete the set. But today we got Broly and Bio Broly, so we are going to jump in and do the first one here, stage 3 versus Broly from the original Broly movie. Of course, we're going to use the Heroes team because why not, right? I like to use the Heroes team to clear all new content, keep that Heroes agenda going. I did manage to do Golden Frieza with the Heroes team on JP when the anniversary stuff was coming out, so I do want to try and at least have videos of getting all of the Movie Bosses 2 stages done with the Heroes team. So we are going to go ahead and jump in straight away here with the Heroes team and see how we get on. So, alright, we got Janemba. Rose's in slot 3, which is unfortunate, but that's fine. So we're starting off up against Int Base Broly. Don't have a, yeah, the other Vegito is not in slot 7, so we don't really want to float off Limit Breaker Vegito here. So we'll go ahead and do this. Grab this, grab this. Obviously, Janemba being able to get built up here in slot 1 is what we're looking for. So... because here we go from base Broly, I think it's base Broly to Super Saiyan Broly to Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. I did the video the other day breaking down all the stats and all of that kind of stuff. I don't think there's no like special gimmicks or anything like that in terms of like he doesn't have an AoE. I don't think I know Bio Broly heals, I don't think the normal Broly does. Golden Metal Cooler. As long as Golden Metal Cooler gets a couple of supers off, he's got very strong damage reduction. I mean, the thing is with these stages, they're not going to be super difficult, because you have to remember that with like, I mean, I guess the Boo Red Zone was maybe a little bit different, because even Super Boo for like stage 2 could be a little bit tricky. But for like a 7-stage Red Zone, we wouldn't be expecting stages 3 and 4 necessarily to be particularly difficult. I think Legendary Super Saiyan Broly, his super attack is like 1.1 or 1.2 million, something like that. So it's nothing too crazy for any of like the current top tier teams, right? I mean, obviously Limit Breaker Vegito still an absolute beast in these shorter events, right? Where as long as he's not getting like slot 1 supered. So I mean, at this point you're going to transform as soon as you come back anyway, so I might as well float you off actually. So if we do that, we'll save the active skill for now, and then we'll just do this. Unfortunately, bad RNG with the starting setup for Super Saiyan 3 Rose means he's not going to be particularly built up by the time he's transformed. He's not going to really do a huge amount in this run, unfortunately. Super Saiyan Broly can be attack lowered, so that's good. Double super from Janemba as well, which means double attack lowering, so... nice and straightforward. He's got a fairly decent amount of HP though, by the looks of it, but obviously with Limit Breaker Vegito here able to do multiple super attacks with crits, probably not going to be much of an issue for us here. kind of just depends how many he decides to do, because we don't have a giant 8-power ally on the rotation. So yeah, just the one additional super, one additional normal, that's fine. And then yeah, physical Rose. Hopefully he gets an additional to make up for the lack of turns he's going to be on, but sadly not. Alright, so with the attack lowering that we've already had, you're probably good here. 300k, still got 60% damage reduction. I'm pretty sure he's still good. Do this. Grab the physical orbs for you. I actually don't know though. It's very possible. Broly could super attack Vegito in slot 1 and he actually could take damage. I'm not sure how much he would take from this. 255k, okay. So against Tech Broly, ideally we probably want to use the active skill first, just so we get that extra defense. But the fact that we haven't used it, of course, means we still have it now saved up for nearer to the end. But yeah, I think the friend limit breaker Vegito has attack equips as well, so putting out some pretty big numbers here. No crits though, unfortunately, means the type disadvantage holding us back from doing any major damage, but come on, Golden Freezer. No, Golden Cooler. Whoops. He's not going to like that. Got the additional super, though. And a crit. Let's go. Alright, so maybe I should just have Dark Mask King. Dark Mask King will get us the heal here, which is probably more beneficial. Let's do that. And then we can grab a bunch of AGL orbs with Vegito. Because we are going to start getting to the turns where our damage reduction is going to run out for Limit Breaker Vegito, and that's where it becomes a little bit more scary. Although double super from the Dark Mask King, double attack lower, double heal. That's very good. Nice. And then Janemba's up to a 6 mil. Yeah, a lot of attack lowering on this turn, so he's not going to be able to do any damage here now. And well, Limit Breaker Vegito, lower attack stat now, so we're going to get the additional normal. Okay. Alright, well, this is the last turn then for Vegito for the damage reduction. I'm going to get the transformation with Rose, so if we weren't already, we are going to be back to full health, so that's good. What are the chances? Is the first attack of the turn going to be a super? Because if it is, we potentially die. And if as long as it's not, then we're all good. Okay, good. Alright, so Vegito takes him out here. I think Janemba... Does Janemba still have guard? Or is this going to be the turn where he doesn't have it anymore? Because this could be a bit sketchy. I think we're probably at the point where we just float off Janemba now. So do that and do that. Yeah, Dark Mask King getting those attack buffs. Pretty sure you can't attack lower now. Yeah, no status effects for the legendary Super Saiyan Broly, which makes sense. No super. Is he gonna super Janemba? Golden Metal Cooler needs to get the there we go, I was gonna say, needs to get at least 2. If he gets at least 2 supers with that little bit of the extra damage reduction and the defense on super, that makes him able to tank nicely. Is he seriously gonna super in the final slot of the turn? This guy. Okay, no. And Janemba gets the dodge, so we'll take those. Alright, so now is where it gets a little bit sketchy, because we are out of the damage reduction. As long as he doesn't super slot 1, we should be okay. Although I feel like it's kind of likely he is going to, because he hasn't supered on the previous turn. But we do get to do double Vegito active skill turn. So that's a lot of damage. I mean, realistically, as long as if he super attacks Vegito, with him having basically 800k defense, he should actually still survive regardless. So we should be okay. And then obviously with the friend Vegito having all the attack equips, I think we're going to be taking him out here. Yeah, no super slot 1. We're really going to get through the whole of the final phase without him doing a super attack. I guess it depends what Vegito does, but Vegito has the potential, if he gets to the 3rd super, to just kill him here. Oh, I need the normal, okay. Look at that, tiniest sliver of health, but no super still. That's unusual. He didn't super a single time as the legendary Super Saiyan Broly. So, I mean, I'll take it, but not normally what I would expect from the red zone. But there you go. So, Heroes versus the Z Broly Stage 3. Love to see that. Nice and easy. The next stage is going to be Bio Broly, everyone's favourite. Now, from what I remember from the video of breaking down all the stats and everything, Bio Broly actually doesn't hit as hard as the legendary Super Saiyan Broly, but he does have a heal mechanic, so be interesting to see how we deal with that one. But yeah, there's the Heroes team getting through Stage 3 of the Movie Bosses Edition 2 for the Red Zone versus Z Broly. Let me know how you guys got on down below in the comments. What team did you use? Whether you used items or not, obviously it's not really important. They didn't add the mission, because if you look on the wiki, at least in terms of the JP side, there's a mission for Stage 3. I think it's either Stage 3 or Stage 4 for using a Pure Saiyans team, but they haven't added in the mission straight away, so obviously I guess it must not have been available on release on JP as well. So, of course, feel free to use any team you want and let me know down below in the comment section what you decided to use. So, that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out all the links down below, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one. Alright, well, there we go. Pretty straightforward for the Z Broly one. So let's change the name of that. So Z Broly Red Zone. I'm about to use a very stupid team for other World Warriors. Let's see what happens. I mean, the thing is, that's for the Frieza event, right? So realistically, the Frieza event is not particularly hard. It's one of those, like, you don't even necessarily have to bring units that stack, but units that get built up are obviously going to be very, very good there. So, right, yeah, I did put up I forgot to say before, but like the Ginyu Force summons should be live. So, do go ahead and check those out. Or even if you were here for the summons, you guys know the drill at this point. Just open up the video in another tab potentially. Leave a comment, let me know if you did summon or didn't summon. Hopefully, if you did decide to summon, you got good luck. Hopefully, nobody did summon though. It's definitely a terrible banner, massive bait right before the anniversary. I would not recommend summoning on it at all, but I will get the 55% showcase for them done for today and have that go up a bit later as well. But honestly, I don't even know, like, I really don't even know what the best kind of team is going to be to showcase them on. I guess I'll put like 2 separate clips in the video, because I guess I'll use like the Ginyu Force team so that they're actually getting a 200%. Let me check who their 200% leads actually are. But I mean, it doesn't really matter if they're not on the team with special pose characters, but yeah, I can't expect like us to get great things out of them, to be honest. Let's see. 200% leaders. It's literally Frieza and Ginyu. So technically, with the way their passive works, you could run Frieza as the leader and then the rest of the team special pose, and they would get their intro. But to use their active skill, you have to have a full special pose team. So as soon as you put one non-special pose character on the team, they can't do their active skill, which, like, yeah, it's just, why would you? Like, why would you use them anywhere outside of a full special pose team? But like, yeah, how are we building that team? on global, realistically. Do I have a Ginyu Force team set up somewhere? I don't think I do. But it's like URs and LRs. Where is special pose? Is it blue? Green? Yeah. I mean, it's not exactly a crazy selection of characters we have here, is it? Like, if we run Gotenks with his leader skill for it's 170 for special pose, then we'd have Ginyu Force on the team. I guess we probably would be using these guys. Can't use Gotenks, Tech Gotenks yet, because he doesn't have his Super EZA for global. I mean, we could run the Gammas as a separate rotation, but they're starting to age out like a little bit now as well. And then we probably want a unit to at least get links active with the Ginyu Force. So if we ran these guys, at least there is going to be a unit whose name includes Ginyu in the same turn. So I guess for the showcase, we'd run them as a rotation, the Gammas as a rotation, and then we just end up with like both Int Gotenks is floating, who are basically not going to have any links except for Fierce Battle active. So yeah, I mean, in terms of like a special pose team on global, that's probably what we're looking at. But like this team, especially with a 170 lead, AGL Gamma 2, who's a bit outdated now, like imagine trying to do Kid Buu with this team. I mean, I might try it for a video, but like pretty sketchy. Well, anyway, that's going to be it for the stream. I appreciate you guys coming out. Make sure you hit that like button if you have not already. Check out the stream schedule. As I said earlier, Elden Ring DLC comes out tonight. I will be streaming it when it comes out. It's midnight UK time, so it's like 15 hours from now. But I will be streaming that over on the second channel. The links are pinned in the chat. Make sure you go check out the channel. Do join the Discord if you want to keep up to date with all the stream schedule stuff. There is a section in there for the second channel as well. So any information and updates will always be posted in there. So do feel free to join. But yeah, that's going to be it for me for the stream. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, evening, afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. And I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.